In this episode, I'm discussing 5 keys to unlocking your next level. Listen as I share what you really need to know to move forward confidently. Hello, and welcome to the Beautiful Reflections podcast. I'm your host, Katherine Johnson, a certified professional coach, mentor, writer, and speaker. I help professional women gain the clarity, confidence, and courage to pursue their bigger purpose and vision so that they can have fulfillment and thrive in their careers. I believe there is beauty in our voices, beauty in our stories, and beauty in our journeys. There is power in community, connection, and deep, meaningful conversation, which is why me and my guests are here to share our stories, experiences, lessons, and learning to inspire you as you walk the path and step into your next level. We go deep, sharing beautiful reflections of what this personal growth journey looks like in real, living color. This journey of pursuing our purpose and vision as we continue to evolve. It is my mission to empower you to believe in your power, to embrace your own uniqueness, and to be the best version of you. I want to see you thrive purposefully. Now on to the episode for today. Hello, and welcome to the Beautiful Reflections podcast. It's me, your host, Katherine Johnson. In today's episode, I'm discussing the 5 keys to unlock your next level. The things that you really need to know to move forward confidently. If you're like me, you already know that your next level is knocking. You already know that it's past time for you to take an even bolder step into your greater calling and purpose. Not the timid, calculated steps that you're used to taking, but a giant leap towards your greater vision and the life that you truly desire. Now, even though you know this, you may still find yourself restless, procrastinating, and frustrated. You may even feel stuck or paralyzed, which leads you wanting to know how to move forward confidently. I've been reflecting a lot on my next level, thinking about what it means for me to step more fully into my greater purpose and vision. And like you, I know that it's time to step into what's next on my journey. I can feel it in the deepest parts of my being, but I still find myself restless in my spirit, procrastinating on things that I would really like to be doing and feeling frustrated as a result. And I know that I'm not alone in these feelings. So I thought this was a very timely discussion as I wrap up this season of the podcast and we get ready for a new year. I know that even with the excitement of the holidays and the new year energy, many people still feel stuck, wondering what they really need to do to step into what's next. Now, I really don't like to say I'm stuck because I like to think that I'm smart enough to figure out what I need to do. But I've definitely been stuck. I've been spending a lot of time and more thinking and analyzing and processing, which for me just leads to one thing: analysis paralysis, or being unable to make a decision. Not just make a decision, but make a decision and then move with that decision by taking intentional action. Consistent action. Now, I truly believe that we only get stuck in our heads, and ultimately, we really know what we need to do. But often, there are 2 things that keep us stuck or paralyzed: fear and doubt. Now, we'll talk more about that in just a few minutes. But in case you're listening for the first time, let me give you a quick recap of my journey and what has led me here today. This journey started in October of 2017, when I made the one important decision. I decided it was time to stop waiting, and it was time for me to live my life fully, to do all of the things that I had been talking about doing, and all of the things that I had been wanting to do. At the same time, I was feeling unfulfilled in my career and in my relationships. I was climbing that corporate ladder in my career and dealing with the same repetitive situations in my relationships. I found myself asking, what's next? Knowing it was time for a change. Deep down, I was looking for greater life purpose and meaning. I wanted to be of service, and I knew that there was more to me, more to my story, and more to my life. Fast forward to January 2018. I attended my first solo retreat alone. It was divine serendipity. I left that retreat inspired, motivated, full, and transformed. I started seeking my greater purpose and decided that I wanted to be a life coach, something I was always curious about. I wanted to fulfill something that I had always desired to do, which was to empower women and mentor young girls. So I enrolled in a coach training program in March 2018 that completely changed my life. I started my business in April of 2018, and I became a certified professional coach in November of 2018. Now, since then, I've attended several retreats all the way from Hawaii to Bali. I've participated in masterminds and business programs. I've met some amazing women along the way, co-hosted a local retreat in North Carolina, and an international retreat in Mexico this year. I've also conducted a combination of workshops, webinars, and programs, all designed to help women step confidently into their next level. I had speaking opportunities to share my story, and of course, I launched this podcast in December of 2020. And here I am today, so very grateful for this beautiful journey. As with any journey, there's been a lot of learning and growing along the way. There's been ups and downs, and I've had to continuously step outside of my comfort zone in order to evolve. It still surprises me how my life has transformed and what I've been able to accomplish from that one decision in 2017. And I'm really excited about the journey ahead. In my greater vision, I see myself traveling the world, empowering women and young girls as a world-renowned speaker, best-selling author, and a full-time entrepreneur. So naturally, my thoughts have been filled with what's next on my journey and what's necessary for me to step fully into my greater purpose and vision. As I was reflecting, I realized that when I think about my next level and the full capacity of what it entails, my fears and my doubts are sitting right there looking at me. It's like they're challenging me, asking, what about me? What are you going to do about me? Don't forget about me. I'm still here. What are you going to do? And I'm having to make the conscious choice to move forward confidently, knowing that every next level will challenge me in new ways and will require a new mindset. And knowing that even my indecision is a decision. And I can't stay stuck. I have to keep moving, one step at a time towards my greater purpose and vision. I know that underneath the restlessness, the procrastination, and the frustration is just fear and doubt. Fear that I will fail, fear that I will make a mistake, fear that I don't know enough, fear that I'm not capable, fear that I'm not enough. But what's interesting is that these fears are not new to me. They've been there since the beginning, but they tend to show up and scream the loudest every time I'm stepping into my next level. But now that I recognize them, I use them as indicators that I'm on the right path and I'm on the cusp of something big and something wonderful. I have to continuously keep choosing my greater purpose and vision on this journey. So today I'm sharing what this has looked like on my journey, what I've learned and I'm still learning along the way, and 5 keys to help you unlock your next level. I've learned that the universe is always conspiring to help us. God has a very specific way of getting our attention, getting us to wake up and see what life is offering in the moment. Our purpose will not let us rest. When we're avoiding the thing that we know is the thing, or not walking fully in our purpose or the contribution that we're here to make, our spirits become restless because we're not honoring our greater calling and purpose. When we find ourselves procrastinating, there's something that's hindering us from taking the necessary action. We may even beat ourselves up and feel that, we're just being lazy. But underneath the procrastination is a belief that does not support what we want. Ultimately, this leads to a sense of frustration because we know that we could be doing more and we truly desire to do more. But since we're not, it leaves us feeling frustrated. We may even project this frustration onto people around us or even attribute our annoyance to other things like our jobs, our family, or other problems that we're facing. But in truth, we're mostly annoyed with ourselves. These things actually offer something for us to see, what I like to call an LOL, lesson, opportunity, or learning, that will really support us in stepping into our next level. Perhaps it's awareness of the fact that it's time to make a move because where we are now is not where we want to be. or even insight into an area where we need to grow or expand our mindset so that we can have the life that we truly desire. Or even further confirmation that we have greater potential and there's greater possibilities available to us. So what do we do in these moments? What do we need to know? How do we move forward? Here are the 5 keys that you must keep on your journey to unlock your next level. The first key that your next level will require is 1, to drop into your heart. You got to get out of your head. Our minds are always seeking things like logic, reason, rationale. It wants to make sense of things. But when it comes to our greater purpose and vision, it's likely not going to make a lot of sense. In fact, it may seem completely ludicrous, crazy to even think or to believe, which is why you're going to have to stay connected to your heart and let what you really want, your true desires, what excites you and what brings you joy, keep moving you forward. The second key that your next level will require is to let it go. You're going to have to let something go. Oftentimes, we're holding on to something that's blocking us from having what we truly desire. It could be a job, a person, a thing, a relationship, or even a belief. We can identify the thing that we need to let go of because it drains us. It steals our joy. It doesn't give us peace. And ultimately, it hinders our ability to move forward. The third key that your next level will require is to be okay with the uncertainty. I know it sounds silly because we always want to know, but there's a degree of uncertainty in everything, all of the time. There's so much that we don't know and so much that we can't control. We have to be okay with not having the answers and okay with not knowing. We have to lean on faith that the vision that we have and the outcomes that we desire are possible when we keep moving forward, even with the uncertainty. The fourth key that your next level will require is to do the different thing. You're going to have to do something different, something that you've never done, something that challenges you, something that stretches you, something that pushes you, even though you may not feel ready, qualified, or even capable. Now, I know the thought alone is scary, but there's so much available to you on the other side of your comfort zone and what's familiar. The fifth key that your next level will require is to move with the fear. Fear is a normal thing. It will likely be there at each next level. You'll have to learn how to move with fear and not let it paralyze you and stop your progress. It's not that some people who do great things don't have any fear. It's just that they've learned how to move with the fears. They've learned to recognize fear for what it is and still keep moving forward. I'm using these keys to unlock my next level, and I'm keeping them close by as I continue on this journey. I feel like my life has been all about me stepping into my next level. I know that it's preparing me for what's to come. And the beautiful reflection is that I'm still choosing to see the beauty in all of it. Now, this doesn't mean that it doesn't get ugly. It's not messy. It's not uncomfortable. This is life we're talking about. But it means that no matter what, I'm choosing to see what life is offering me. I'm listening to the nudges and the signs from the universe. I'm choosing to let my heart guide me, to let go, to surrender, to trust the journey. I'm choosing to recognize uncertainty as a part of the process and to be okay with not knowing all the answers in advance, even though I really want to know. And I'm choosing to move with the fears and the doubt. I have to know and believe that the time is now. There's no more perfect time. There's no more perfect person for my calling and purpose. And I'm leaning on my personal motto. You are more powerful than you believe. You are the answer and you hold the key. And the same is true for you. Your next level is knocking. Let this be the nudge or the confirmation that you've been waiting for, that your bigger purpose and vision is waiting on you to make a decision today, to move beyond feelings and fear, to have the life that is already provisioned for you. So use these keys to open the door and unlock your next level. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I share these beautiful reflections with you so that you can reflect on your own journey. It's not by chance that you made it into my world. I mean, you found me amongst the many other podcasts that you could be listening to right now. Now it's up to you to take this information, apply it to your life, and use it to help you unlock your next level. Are you ready to step into your next level? Click the link in the description to download my 7-day self-reflection guide. Discover how to move forward confidently from where you are now to where you desire to be. Be sure to connect with me on LinkedIn and Instagram at Katherine N Johnson. Share with me the beautiful reflection that life is offering you on your journey by using the hashtag Beautiful Reflections Podcast on Instagram. And follow the podcast so you'll be notified of new episodes. Be sure to support the podcast by leaving a rating and a review, and share the podcast with someone you know. Until next time.